Boy, great matchup at the 5 tonight, Smitty. How do you think the center position has evolved over the last decade?
I think shooting by the bigs being able to shoot the 3, and also them creating more space leads to better offense and more flow.
So here are the Jazz starting 5. The backcourt, it's Conley and Mitchell. Bojan Bogdanovic out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's O'Neal in at the 3, the small forward. Out of bounds, it'll be Phoenix's ball.
Unforced errors. These are the kinds of things that break momentum.
Ball against Conley. Paul passes to Ayton. Crowder outside. Hits a three-pointer.
When it comes to scoring the ball, this is where Crowder's at his best. Off the catch.
Conley finds Mitchell. Jacks up a 3. The shot by Conley, no good. And it's Phoenix's ball. It's a 3-point game. Here's Paul. Good on the shot.
Have to admire Paul's concentration. He takes pride in finishing on aggressive coverage.
Outside Conley. Pass to O'Neal. Outside Mitchell. The 3 is up. Phoenix grabs the miss. Left side Paul. Crowder outside. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. And Gobert with a block.
A sensational defender. You have to know when Gobert is in the area.
Six to shoot. Mitchell against Booker. Three-pointer, Bridges. Can't get it to drop. Utah's gone 0 for 2 from outside.
And I know one thing drives Rudy Gobert is earning his respect. All-star snubs, people counting his money. He's determined to have the final word.
Here's Paul, following the bucket by the Jazz. And the first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Crowder goes in, and Crowder with the jam.
Don't sleep on Jay Crowder now. He can do that to you every trip down.
Smitty, you talk about Gobert. He's motivated by his doubters. He wears that number 27, signifying his draft position back in 2013.
And listen to this. Even in the 2021 All-Star game, he and teammate Donovan Mitchell were the last 2 picks. Whatever the reason, he knows people will respect a champion.
And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile 1 block.
That'll put some fear into the shooters, and he made sure to do it early, too.
Now, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Ayton, no good. Utah trailing here. There's Bogdanovic with the 3. Sends it home from 3-point land. Bogdanovic has got his second basket on the night. Paul against Conley. And Paul gets it to go.
What an opportunity for Chris Paul to drive the basketball. He sees an opening and cuts inside.
Conley passes to Gobert. The 3. Stolen by Bridges. To the left wing. Ayton against Gobert. And Ayton with the stuff.
Talk about taking advantage of the opportunity.
How about the anticipation right there that led to the steal? Then he goes straight to the bucket.
Great activity at both ends. Great teamwork as well.
And Utah has possession. Coming off a Suns make, and it's out of bounds. Still Utah's ball. A minute 29 left in the opening quarter. Crowder outside. Into the lane. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Nice job by Crowder. More of a shooter than a ball handler. Surprising the D that time.
All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for the Suns?
Their aggressiveness on D has been the most glaring aspect of this game so far. They have the heat turned all the way up in this first half.
One thing I've also noticed is how quick their hands have been tonight. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off turnovers.
Now here's Mitchell. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Shot clock at 5. To the middle. Here's Bogdanovich. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
Even though he missed it, this is the exact play your offense is designed to produce.
Here's Bridges. And he lays it up and in.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
Mitchell up top. Booker defending. And it's Whiteside with a big finish.
Wow, able to adjust in the air, contort his body if need be. Whiteside brutal on the catch and flush.
He shoots it. Again, the Suns good for 2.
The D hasn't been quick enough to react to the ball inside. That's helped cause this run.
Outside Mitchell. Back to Conley. Here he goes. That one's good. Mitchell making the play.
Because he attracts so much defensive attention, Donovan Mitchell often finds teammates all alone.
And here's Crowder from the arc. And so it's the Phoenix Suns finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. And it,
ladies and gentlemen, your Suns dancers. All right, we'll be coming out of the...
And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And take a look at the Suns' performance here, guys. What are your thoughts?
Well, there's no reason to take risky shots when you can collect points at the rim.
Especially at the start. You want to get something positive going and establish your rhythm.
Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt. Bridges and Crowder holding down the forward spots. And it's Ayton in at the center position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns.
He really gets in perfect position for the follow. Just a terrific read.
Conley with the ball. Now guarded by Ayton. Trying to go for a lob there. Excellent defense and anticipation to stop it. Conley against Booker. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
On offense, here's Utah. Down by 12. Conley against Paul. And he lobs it up top. Paul with a steal. To the inside. Knocks it loose.
I mean, you won't see this too often. Getting denied at the rim. He's likely to remember that one.
Some people don't give Chris Paul enough credit for his outstanding shooting, but he can knock it down. You can't give him any room.
Pass to Ayton. Back to Paul. To the paint. And that's a foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second. Here's a three from Paul. Rebounded by Gay. Well, Grant, Chris Paul just gets more and more reliable as a shooter, even after all these years in the league.
Yeah, I mean, he's always been smart with his shots, but he has great efficiency for a guard, and he could easily put up bigger scoring numbers, but that's not his focus.
Paul into the lane. Count that bucket. Paul's got 8 points.
Playing at his tempo, his pace, he's been dialed in all night.
Conley finds Mitchell. Back to Conley. Takes it inside. Got a piece of it. And they get it back. Here's Gay. That one a little long. For Phoenix, they've got 3 of 6 shots to go here in the second quarter. Booker on the take. And Booker with the jam.
Wow. Booker doing whatever it takes to get to the basket. Totally fearless.
Conley against Paul. Pass to Whiteside. From deep, Conley. And Ayton pulls it down.
Yeah, you know, he usually makes you pay from that range.
Booker for 3. Rebounded by the Jazz. Here's Mitchell. Basket counts. Mitchell's got his first basket of the night.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
Here's Paul. And Whiteside with a block.
Whiteside gives enough space, waits, elevates, quality block shot by the big fella.
It's tipped. It's Booker on the wing. Oh, wow. Drew the contact, and that three almost went in. So he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
Second team foul.
It's going to be on Hassan Whiteside. Well, at the wing position, Grant, you were one of the league's best passers. Which wing players stand out to you in that category now?
You know, I mean, it may sound arrogant of me to say this, but LeBron, Luka Doncic, guys like that who really read the floor, they understand and can pick apart defenses at any position. Those two are ones that stick out the most.
Here's Whiteside. The Suns clear it. Aiden's got his 5th rebound in this one. Bogdanovich against Bridges. Outside Booker. Bridges on the attack. Here's Aiden. That one is off. And Utah will come the other way. Conley passes to Mitchell. Back to Conley. Pass to Mitchell. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play.
At the line.
You know, Donovan Mitchell really went off back in the 2020 playoff bubble. Watching those games, it was obvious that he's got a ton of potential left to grow into.
Paul drives in. Not going to go that time. Ooh, Whiteside with the defensive effort.
He's kind of lost his way this period, having a hard time getting anything to go down.
Crowder outside. Pulls up on the wing, and the jumper falls for him. Crowder's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
He's a solid jump shooter. In fact, Jay Crowder is just solid all the way around.
Here's Whiteside. And it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Paul drives in, and the shot goes. Paul's got 4 points now in the quarter.
It's not enough to be in attack mode. You have to know how to attack. Chris Paul finding the soft spot in that defense.
And it's slammed in by Whiteside.
Donovan Mitchell.
The pass, the catch, the slam. What a clean play.
And absolutely jaw-dropping.
And this is what you want to do.
And so it's the Phoenix Suns. Wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. It's been quite a game for Chris Paul.
The numbers say it all. He spent the first half playing efficient ball.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt. Taking a look at the Jazz. Mitchell and Bogdanovich fill the wings. Rudy Gobert is out there with Rudy Gay, and it's Conley in at the 1. So it's Utah now. 15-point game. Here's Gobert. And Aiden pulls it down. Aiden's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Oh, it's stolen by Mitchell. Conley against Bridges. Outside Mitchell. Pass to Gobert. Mitchell drives in, and he's going for the oop here. And here's Bridges. Inside. On the wing, Crowder. Blocked.
A pretty good defender. Gay using that 7'3" wingspan well. Get that shot out of here.
And a new group getting ready for the Suns. McGee, he's checked in for Ayton. Johnson comes in for Crowder. Nader, he's checked in for Bridges. And it's Shamet in for Booker. Just 5 on the clock. And stolen by Gobert. Out on his own on the break. And Mitchell with the slam.
The hands of Gobert are consistently moving, which is why he comes up with these steals. You know, Rudy Gobert, the 3-time Defensive Player of the Year, is not satisfied. I think the 7-footer has one more that he might add before his career is done.
McGee's shot is off. Outside Conley. 4-3. It's hauled in by the Suns. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Payne, the pass to Johnson. Back to Payne. Just 5 to shoot, and stolen by Gobert. Gay right side. Offensive rebound.
On the boards, Gobert is unstoppable, easily winning himself a second chance look.
Payne against Conley. Payne, the pass to McGee. Lays it up and banks it in. And the Suns lead by 13. And the list of big men with multiple awards for Defensive Player of the Year. Hakeem, Mutombo, Ben Wallace, Dwight Howard, don't forget about Rodman, and Rudy Gobert.
That's historic company, B.A. I think Gobert is, honestly, underappreciated. One of the all-time greats when it comes to locking up.
Just great work cashing in on the fast break.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
Gay right side. Shoots over Johnson, and Gay the bucket on the assist by Conley.
High percentage look for mid-range. Rudy quick into the air and accurate from that distance.
2 minutes remaining.
It's Nader on the wing.
2 minutes.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Rudy Gay. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Pass to Johnson. Back to McGee, to the middle. Here's Shamet. 4 on the clock. Shot from 16.
Have to give major credit to the hustle of Gobert. He really goes all out on D.
And Gobert with the stuff.
Just throw it up to Gobert, and he'll take care of the rest using that enormous wingspan.
Here's Shamet. Check by Mitchell to the paint. The kick out to Johnson. Mitchell grabs the miss. The Jazz have gone 4 of 8 in the third. Conley with the ball, and it's Payne picking him up. And the lob disrupted. Not to be. And the Suns pushing it up now. Back to McGee. It's deflected. There's Bogdanovich with the 3. He drops it from range. Bogdanovich has got 10.
This is his shot. Bogdanovich has the touch from deep. He's confident from there, too.
Payne. It's blocked by Gobert. And they're able to recover.
I mean, all period, it's been a struggle for him scoring the ball.
Outside Mitchell. Pass to Gobert. Johnson against Gay. And Cameron Payne is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. The Jazz making a switch here. Whiteside's checked in.
Jazz substitution.
Trying to go for a lob there. Excellent defense and anticipation to stop it. Here's Johnson. Here's Payne. Deflected. And that's out of bounds. Last touch by Gay. 3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's McGee.
There to blow up the play. Hassan makes the right read, defends it well.
Here's Bogdanovich, and he dunks it down right as the buzzer sounded. Wow!
And that's exactly what you want. Finish the quarter on a positive note.
And we've reached the end of the third. Suns ahead.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns Dancers.
All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
He's always near the top of the list for this honor. I mean, passes like these are his specialty.
This is what you need your floor general to do. Take charge, lead by example, unselfish play.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Cameron Johnson out there with JaVale McGee. And then it's Landry Shamet. Then there's Abdel Nader. And it's Payne in at the point guard position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. Here's Shamet. Checked by Mitchell. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
You know, if you were to redo the 2018 NBA draft, I bet Landry Shamet would have been taken a lot higher than 26.
And a new group getting ready for the Suns. Ayton, he's checked in for McGee. Crowder comes in for Johnson. Bridges, he's checked in for Nader. And it's Chris Paul in for Payne. Bogdanovich on the wing. Back to Conley. Pass to Mitchell. Shot clock at 6. Here's Gay. It's wide right. Hits off the rim. The Suns leading. And here's Crowder from the arc. Utah with the rebound. Whiteside's got his 6th rebound on the night. Now Mitchell. Just over a minute played here in the 4th. There's the steal. And the Suns pushing it up now. Back to Crowder. Ooh, poked away. Oh, it's stolen by Mitchell. And Conley gets it to go. The assist by Bogdanovich.
And his teammates appreciate the unselfishness. Bogdanovich willing to get it to his open guys.
Ball against Whiteside. Here's Ayton. And that one's good with extra effort on the glass.
Hustle points count just like any others. That's a great play.
Conley finds Whiteside. Conley with the ball. And it's Paul picking him up. Conley passes to Whiteside. He takes it in. Over Bridges. Whiteside can't get it to go.
Trying to take advantage of soft defense. He might have gotten over eager.
Pass to Ayton. And they're going to count that bucket. And they'll send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
You need guys who are willing to make the next pass. Shamet doesn't rack up a lot of assists, but he's unselfish.
The Jazz have gotten half of their attempts to fall in the 4th. 2 for 4 now. Conley passes to Bogdanovich. Out to the right wing. Back to Gay. Puts up a 3. They get the rebound. Here's Whiteside. No good with a layup. No need to rush here. Take your time.
Take your time. This is where you can reset and try to get a good shot.
Pass to Ayton. Back to Shamet. With the second effort. And Ayton with the lay-in. And the Suns lead by 11.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
And this is what happens when you start to break the opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
Conley finds Whiteside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fades and shoots. And Mitchell with the slam.
Don't you love it when Donovan Mitchell throws himself on the offensive glass, putting his athleticism to great use.
And it's Paul off the drive. And Whiteside with a block. And there's the lob. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt. Here's Paul. Misses off the left iron.
That's a shot he'd like back. He's usually going to make those.
To the inside. Crowder with a steal. Ayton with it. Now Bogdanovich defending. Crowder right side. Driving inside. And Crowder with the jam.
And this is a game they can build off of. They kept their focus all game long, and it will get marked as a win for the Suns.
Hey, if you get yourself to the line and cash in on those opportunities, you paint your opponent into a corner.
Yeah, they were so successful with that all night. Aggressive, fearless, whatever you want to call it, they really pushed the action and got rewarded.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for DeAndre Ayton.
He played with a lot of fire, a lot of heart, especially on the glass. He's one of those guys who act like every rebound is his, and many of them were tonight.
Oh, it's stolen by Gay. Pass to Bogdanovich. Back to Gay. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Bridges. And there's the foul. It'll go on Rudy Gay. That's foul number 2 for him. Don't do anything silly. Just ride out the clock.
Yes, if they take their time and execute, the game is all theirs.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Conley against Paul. 5 on the clock. Shot from the top of the key. Rebound, Utah. Oh, there's the alley. Oh, and a nice defensive play to disrupt the lob. So no problem for Phoenix as they get the win.
watching every game. Certainly Bridges one to watch. D.A. thanks. A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Collins and Capella make up the inside pair. Young and Bogdanovich, they have the guard duties. And it's Reddish in its small forward. And for Phoenix, up at forward, they'll have Bridges and Crowder. The star backcourt of Paul and Booker are out there. And it's Ayton in at the center position. Ray, you always want DeAndre Ayton to play more aggressively, don't you?
Well, it's when he's at his best, especially when he's down low and using his frame. He's kind of like this young kid that doesn't realize how big he is, but he's starting to understand how much his size can impact what he can do on both ends of the floor.
Young pass to Capella. Back to Young. Fires the three. And it's Devin Booker with the rebound.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Well, he's a guy they count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
Bogdanovich wide open. Knocks down the three ball.
I think he's just going to get more and more confident from behind the arc and become a more consistent scorer in this league as time goes by.
Ayton a screen on Young. In the corner, it's Bridges. Paul kicks to Booker. Shot clock at 6. And Ayton the bucket on the assist by Booker.
Ayton just swallowing up the defender there and then completes the play.
Young outside. Collins a screen on Paul. Young dishes to Collins. And then jammed down as he goes right over Chris Paul.
And some of the dunks Collins can pull off are just awesome.
Now Paul. Outside Crowder. Back to Paul. The dish to Crowder. And there's the pass to Ayton. It's stolen by Capella. And Young kicks to Bogdanovich. Hawks passing it around. Back to Capella. It's deflected and taken away by Paul. Bridges with it and guarded by Capella. Paul with the three. Reddish grabs the rebound. Atlanta's gone 1-2 from long range in the first quarter. Young finds Bogdanovich. Looking for Young. He gets it there. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
Trae Young showing off his finishing ability on the inside.
The Hawks shooting their first free throw of the night here. In his first game after starting in the 2020 All-Star Game, Trae Young had an incredible night, dropping 50 points against the Miami Heat.
And Young became the fourth youngest NBA player to get to 50. Only Devin Booker, LeBron, and Brandon Jennings got to 50 in a game at a younger age. Perhaps the most impressive part of Trae's performance, he did it against Coach Eric Spoelstra's Miami Heat, one of the top defensive teams in the league.
Bridges with the steal. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Here's Ayton. Goes back up. Atlanta with the rebound.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
The Hawks leading by 4. Their offense has been great here.
Yeah, the ball movement has been terrific, and they've kept the defense off balance.
And the dunk by Capella.
Just do your work, try to get open, and Trae's going to find you.
And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for Phoenix. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Good.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Reddish with the ball. Now guarded by Ayton. Young with no one around. Another three for Atlanta.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Young against Paul. Outside Crowder. Good, and Paul gets the assist.
Crowder not hesitating on the offensive end.
The Hawks leading. Bridges with the steal. Driving to the basket. Good work defensively by Capella.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
Crowder feeling it out a bit. Kicks it out to Booker. The three. That's tipped out of bounds. It'll go to the Hawks.
Atlanta ball.
The Hawks leading by 4. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. And Young, here we go. Misses his second shot in 4 attempts from the field. Ball against Young. Ball outside. And count it from 19 feet away. Paul's got his second bucket. Young from deep three-point range.
Well, Chris Paul, a terrific defender, uses his speed well right there to cover some ground.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Hawks lead by 2 and will return shortly. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. Well, from what you guys are seeing from the Hawks, what are you thinking about their performance?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. And Phoenix looking who they've got on the floor. The star backcourt of Paul and Booker are out there. Up it forward, they'll have Bridges and Crowder. And it's Ayton in at the 5, roaming the paint.
Probing and looking and finding ways. Bogdanovic really in attack mode here tonight.
The drive by Paul. On the wing, Booker is covered by Bogdanovic. It will go down, and the Hawks lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Booker. Let me remind the audience, Brent Barry, a winner of 2 titles with the Spurs. Brent, what's the secret sauce to winning a title?
Yeah, honestly, you got to have a superstar. And I was lucky enough to play with the great Hall of Famer Tim Duncan, along with Greg Popovich. You got to have a couple of those guys on your team in order to win a title.
Atlanta's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. It's Young on the wing. Over Paul. Young, no good.
His shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Booker finds Bridges. The kick out to Crowder. 6 to shoot. Here's Ayton. Shoots over Capella, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's on Clint Capella.
Big question mark was Ayton, and could he anchor a defense? He's answered those.
Well, Brent, you said it. Defense now a strength of what Ayton brings to the table.
Well, that was the point he had to prove, Kevin. As a big guy, what could he do? Every night, if you're not getting the ball down on the inside defensively on the interior, how can I impact the game? He's been patient with it. He's learned it. And now he's embraced the fact that he can make that kind of contribution.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Drawing a foul down low. Trae Young earning that trip to the line.
And this will be his second and third shots to the line here.
Terrific form at the line throughout last season. 89% on the year.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
Oh, and again, it's the Suns missing. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Collins in the post. He's against Crowder. Capella kicks to Young. Capella sends a screen for Young. Sinks the three-pointer. Young's got 11 points.
Great to watch Trae Young set plays up on a nightly basis.
Young against Paul. Crowder, a screen on Young. To the paint. Shot Shot by Crowder, no good.
He creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense not really a factor.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
And it's good, 2 points.
Nice floater, Bogdanovich. Some room, got it off. He'll take it.
Paul looking around. Driving inside. And Capella sends it back. And Bogdanovich throws it down.
Well, Capella at that size really has no issues spotting the open man.
Suns trail by 9. Paul outside. 1:09 left in the first half. Bridges misses.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Crowder against Young. Shot by Crowder, no good. Here's the Hawks with the ball. Right now they're a 9-0 run. Young's shot is off. Sun shooting just 26% out there. A terrible showing from an offense capable of much better. And here's Reddish. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Shot from the wing. Atlanta again missing.
Well, if you believe in the numbers, that mid-range shot is not a high-value shot, even with little or no defense on you.
Bridges left side. And it's John Collins with the rebound. Collins has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Bogdanovich. And Bogdanovich throws it down.
Serbian shooting guard showing that he has the ability to get up.
And so we conclude the first half. It's Atlanta as they wrap.
15.
Thanks very much.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away.
26.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Without question, Trae Young displaying his skills today.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure Coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
On the court for Atlanta, they've got Hunter. Williams is out there with Wright. Then there's Gallinari. And it's Jang in at the 5 spot.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor. Here's Payne. No good. And Atlanta will come the other way.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Here's Wright. Phoenix grabs the miss. Johnson finds Shamet. Out to the right wing. And there's the drive. And the rejection by Jang. Shamet on the wing. Second chance shot. Williams with the block. Johnson against Gallinari. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far.
Nice roll from Hunter. Good feel on that one.
Suns trail by 15.
And Lou Williams, always a threat off the bench, has had the right mindset for playing 6-man really his whole career.
And as that career sort of is in the twilight, I don't think that mentality for Lou changes, where he wants to come in and impact the game, especially on the offensive end. And maybe he wins you 2 or 3 games during the regular season that takes you from a team that might not have home court to one that does. And maybe one of those magical nights happens in the postseason for Lou Williams.
4 on the shot clock. A three-pointer, no good.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
McGee, a screen on Hunter. Shamet, the pass to McGee. Makes it off the glass.
The defense so concerned with Shamet and his shot-making ability, he makes the play that time.
Now here's Wright. Pass to Williams. He feeds it to Gallinari. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. And it's Gallinari missing.
I saw a green light there, but he's not going to get away with that kind of lapse all that often here tonight.
McGee is screen on Williams. And it's Shamet missing. Atlanta leading by 13. Inside. A steal. The Suns have gone only 1 of 6 in the field in the third quarter. Not how they pictured the half started. And it's Johnson penetrating. Yep, it counts. And it's Wright with the ball for Atlanta. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half. Jang with the screen for Williams. Pass to Jang. McGee with the block. Johnson right side. Offensive rebound. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Nader's got it back down to single digits for Phoenix.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Here's Williams. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Williams has got his first 2 points.
He's such a dynamic scorer, inside, outside. It really doesn't matter. Lou Williams is a huge threat to score, especially coming off the bench.
Payne kicks to Johnson. Over Gallinari. Here's McGee. Second shot opportunity. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. McGee's got 4 points in the quarter. Outside Williams. Jang with the screen for Williams. Down low. And finished off by Jang.
Beautiful use of the pick and roll. Sweet Lou, so elusive and so good in those sets.
Now here's Payne, guarded by Wright, and the rejection by Jang. And now in transition, here's Williams. Here we go. Gallinari with the screen for Williams. From deep three-point range, the turnaround, and too long on the shot.
Nobody getting a hand in his face in that painted area. That's a miss he's going to be disappointed with.
Payne dishes to Johnson. Rebound, Atlanta. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Wright finds Jang. Back to Wright. With 1 on the clock, and he sinks the layup.
DeLon Wright.
Wright's got his second basket of the game.
Nice touch there near the hoop.
That's the end of the
And so it's Atlanta looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. Their defense. And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Suns trail by 13, so with Paul on the bench. Here's the group that Monty Williams has on the floor. We've got Payne. JaVale McGee is out there with Johnson. Then there's Landry Shamet, and it's Nader into the 3, the small forward.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
Young looking it over. Outside Bogdanovich. That 3 off the mark. Johnson with it. Passes it to Payne. Here's the 3. Rebound, Atlanta. Capella's got his 5th rebound in this one. And the pass to Young. About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. Outside Bogdanovich. And stolen by Payne. Now, here's Shamet. Defense right on him. Here's McGee. The second chance effort. Rebound by the Hawks. Reddish has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Inside. Here's Shamet. We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. On the wing, Johnson. To the inside. Stolen by Collins. Fast break, the Hawks. Here's Bogdanovich. And Bogdanovich throws it down.
That's Collins right there. Just active hands that ignites the break.
Suns trail by 13. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And he comes up with the deuce.
All the way to the bucket. No resistance. Just swipe the candy from it.
Now Young. Out to the wing. Capella, the pass to Collins. Back to Capella. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Capella, a lot of respect to the big man who's really downsized his game, committed to the role, committed to being a lob target, continues to play great defense on the interior. That's the definition of a modern big.
And Phoenix with a whole new group on the floor. Here's Bridges, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
And that's just too easy. Bridges in there slamming it down.
The Hawks leading by 9. Young outside. To the paint. The jump hook. Atlanta again missing. And here's Ayton. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. A great fourth quarter. Just giving up 2 points. And there's the foul on Jay Crowder. That is his first foul of the game. And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
Capella with a screen on Paul. Young dishes to Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
It's a nice pick and roll there. Capella slicing with purpose after he sets the screen and ready for the ball.
Paul outside. Outside Crowder. Paul outside. The kick out to Crowder. Looks for Paul. Hits it to him. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the rejection by Collins.
Good timing defensively. Collins just up there, the long arms, and quick off the deck.
Back to Young. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Ayton's got his 6th rebound on the night. Bridges, no one around him. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Bridges has got 5 points now this quarter.
Just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
Young outside to the middle and stolen by Ayton. Ball against Young. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. The Hawks working the ball around to the inside. Here's Capella. Rejected by Crowder.
That's just good defense as Crowder in the right spot.
Paul against Young. And it's Paul penetrating. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
2 teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
32 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Paul against Young. And the layup's good off the glass. And the Hawks lead by 8.
Well, you got to take some chances, and Young will do that, challenging the defense that time.
The drive by Paul. Count it. Good. There's 14 seconds left in the game. Bridges with the steal. Inside. It's stolen by Capella. Collins wide open. He fires. No good with the triple. And so it's Atlanta with the W. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory. David, thank you as always.
Thank you to everyone.
And that'll do it,
coming out and
folks.
supporting
For
your
Greg.
team.
Well, Allie, it's all yours. I don't doubt him, Allie. Thanks very much. It'll be the Heat off the tip. And let's check Miami's starting lineup. On the wing, Robinson and Butler. Inside, it's Adebayo with Tucker playing the 4. And it's Lowry in at the point guard position. Now here's Butler. 5 to shoot. And it's Butler with the jam.
Well, there's a solid handle that Jimmy Butler is working with, and his ability to create with the ball in his hands becoming special.
And it's Paul off the drive. Bridges against Butler. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. And a player like Mikal Bridges, he's had very high confidence in his abilities.
Well, I mean, listen, his history is that of a winning player. Came into the league believing in himself because of his career collegiately. National championship player at Villanova. He has every right to think he can be elite.
Now here's Tucker. Pass to Butler from downtown. No good on the shot. And Phoenix the other way now. Crowder outside. Here's Paul. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It goes on Bam Adebayo.
When Chris Paul gets into the teeth of the defense, make no mistake, this guy's in attack mode because he wants to go to the foul line. There is an absolute certainty that when Chris Paul stops playing basketball, he will be in Springfield in the Hall of Fame. Wherever he's been able to play, he has been able to thrive.
Pass to Robinson. Fires the 3. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
Well, the consistency with which Kyle Lowry involves his teammates is really a sight to behold. This guy's such a good passer.
Here's a 3 from Paul. And Tucker pulls it down. And with Paul, after some injuries early, he changed how he went about his offense.
Well, you think about him coming out of college, he was very solid athletically. He's still good in that department, obviously. But the vast majority of his success comes from one of the best IQs and knowledge of the game that we've ever seen.
And here are the Heat now, coming off a Suns make. Outside Butler. Oh, they get a hand on it. Pass to Lowry, right wing. Here's Adebayo. And it's good for 2.
And once Bam gets the ball inside, the bucket is almost guaranteed. He's a serious producer in the paint.
Paul with it. Picked up by Lowry. On the wing, Crowder. Oh, it's stolen by Tucker. Fast break, Miami. Here's Butler. Pass to Tucker. Launches a 3. The Suns clear it.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
Crowder outside from behind the arc. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
You simply can't give this guy open looks. Jay Crowder is one of the best 3-and-D players in the league.
2 minutes.
Lowry against Paul.
2 minutes.
It's Adebayo, high post. Driving to the basket and finished off by Adebayo.
Look at the big man move. I love seeing Adebayo attack the basket and be rewarded for it.
Outside Paul. Up and over Lowry. And stolen by Adebayo. Outside Robinson. From outside the arc. Adebayo finds Robinson. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Adebayo. Stolen by Ayton. Paul with it. Picked up by Lowry. And Kyle Lowry is going to pick up the foul.
That's his first
foul.
3rd team foul.
1:04 left in the first quarter. Ayton, no good. The Heat have gone 4 of 6 in the first quarter. Robinson passes to Adebayo and Finished off by Adebayo.
The aggressiveness of Adebayo. He plays with so much energy and force close to the bucket.
Lowry against Paul. Denied by Adebayo. And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession. Paul into the lane. Outside Booker. It's good. The assist that time from Paul.
Well, contact will not throw Devin Booker off balance. Great scorers understand how to finish in that environment.
Adebayo, a screen on Booker. Robinson. And finished off by Adebayo.
Did you see that? That was one of the best moves I've ever seen.
Picture perfect execution. He was focused and refused to be denied. Out to Bridges. Pass to Aiden. Paul for three. The shot, no good. Bam Adebayo has been leading the charge for Miami. 8 points in the quarter.
All right, look who's coming out of the court. Come on and get loud for your son, Dancer.
And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And a chance for a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Heat.
We've seen a lot of their points coming off penetration in this first half.
Well, they've established their presence in the paint tonight also. And a lot of their scoring coming from down low so far.
Bridges and Crowder holding down the forward spots. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt. And it's Ayton in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. Crowder against Robinson. Crowder, that's good. Crowder's got 7 points. Well, Doris, you called Knicks games on radio and TV. You've seen them go through a lot. How excited are you for their future?
You know what, B.A., one of the things I've always said is that the NBA is better when the New York Knicks are good. And the reason I say that is the fan base is so passionate. So for a team to play as hard as the Knicks did, for them to experience the success and get into the playoffs, to me, it is just excellent for the NBA.
Now here's Bridges. The shot misses. Oh, great D that time from Adebayo. Crowder with a steal. And now the Suns fast break. Back to Bridges. Just over a minute has passed here in the second quarter. Good D by Adebayo. For 3, Robinson. Here's Butler. Pass to Adebayo. Robinson on the wing. Misses the 3.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Here's Butler. The shot no good. The Suns go the other way with it. Here's Booker. The kick out to Paul. There's the drive. Can't get it to fall.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher. Boy, Kyle Lowry is such a tough player, and I mean that physically and mentally. Whatever team he plays for, he's the leader, and he sets the tone.
Here's Paul after the basket by Miami. And a bit of a battle for the ball, and the officials signal a jump ball here. Bridges outside. Drives to the hoop. Oh, wow! And he jams it home with authority.
If you overplay Mikal Bridges to take the jump shot, that's creating driving lanes, and he'll take advantage.
You know, it's amazing to think, Doris, that before 2019, some critics question whether Lowry could lead a team to a championship.
Well, those questions are now over because this guy has had a history of stepping up in the biggest moments. He will fight you tooth and nail for every inch of real estate between the lines. This is one of the most competitively tough players in the league.
With the utmost belief in his game, he's able to beat opponents in a number of ways.
Adebayo, a screen on Booker. For 3, Robinson. And they get it back. Here's Adebayo. Oh, rejected by Ayton.
That's an encouraging sign for sure. Boy, when DeAndre Ayton is hustling and focused, he can send it back with the best of them.
remaining in the first half.
Now here's Robinson. 6 points for him.
Boy, the wheels have definitely fallen off in this quarter. He cannot buy one.
Stolen by Lowry. Here we go, one-on-one. Soft touch off the glass. And the Heat lead by 5.
Well, that's Kyle Lowry, the burst of speed to beat everyone up the floor and leaves no doubt with the finish.
Here's Paul. Miami grabs the miss.
I'll tell you, you hate to pin this on one person, but his inefficiencies at the offensive end are holding this group back.
Robinson passes to Butler. Now here's Adebayo. And Adebayo slams it in.
Well, this is one of the strongest aspects of Jimmy Butler's game, playmaking for his teammates. Over the years, boy, he has gotten so much better.
Now here's Paul. Ayton, the screen on Lowry. Adebayo with the rejection. Fast break, here come the Heat. Stolen by Booker. Here we go, one-on-one. Pulled the shot a little left. The bounce goes his way, though. Paul's got 6.
What a heady move by Devin Booker. Picks it clean and immediately looks to jumpstart the break.
Paul against Lowry. Pass to Robinson. Lets the 3 fly. Butler. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Paul against Lowry. Outside Paul. Crowder left side. And there's the drive.
Make no mistake, Jay Crowder has a craftiness that allows him to pick up fouls on his way to the cup.
And the first one at the line is good.
Jay Crowder at the line for 2.
Both shots good from the strike. There's 21 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Robinson against Booker. From deep. And Ayton pulls it down. Outside Paul. Up and over Lowry. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And the first half comes. All right, good stuff, Allie. And we'll get back to the action. We've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. It's been a clinic out there by Bam Adebayo.
He's been on a tear so far, throwing down some vicious dunks. I was a little worried for the rim in the first half.
Oh, his power is unbelievable. An intimidating force when he's at his best.
Setting the floor for the Heat. Tyler Hero is out there with Victor Oladipo. Then there's Markieff Morris. Then it's Dwayne Dedmon. And it's Strus in at small forward. Now here's McGee. From deep, Johnson. It's rebounded by Dedmon.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the board.
The Suns trailing. There's a double with Oladipo. And the foul called on Victor Oladipo. That's his first foul of the game.
I have to admit, I mean, it's always a tough decision for the ref on the block charge call.
McGee into the lane. And the shot's good.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Now here's Oladipo. Hero outside. There's the triple. Rebounded by Johnson. And for the Suns, they're shooting just 42% so far in the game. Down low. Here's Morris. Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. And he'll go to the line. It's going to be on Cameron Johnson.
What a story for Markeith Morris. Taken exactly one pick before his twin brother Marcus back in 2011.
And with Tyler Hero, he's shown he can score. He has a skill set to get consistent points and knows how to find his spots on the floor.
Now here's Oladipo. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. And they pick up 2.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Here's Shaman. Pass to Nader. Lets it go from deep. He buries it from 3. Nader's got himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And Hero is solid without the ball as well. Great movement.
Yeah, I mean, he's still improving in that area, but his backdoor cuts are getting better. He really knows how to get easy scores that way. Just needs to learn to not settle for those off-balance shots.
Back to Oladipo. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. The Suns have gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. To the inside, McGee. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. And now just a 3-point Heat lead. Miami has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Oladipo with the ball. And it's Payne picking him up. Double team on Oladipo. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Well, Victor Oladipo's passing skills probably unappreciated. This guy is very unselfish and capable.
And the foul called on Victor Oladipo. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. From deep, Johnson. Shaman into the lane. What a terrific move that is.
He picks the exact right moment to get himself a clear line to the basket.
Oladipo against Payne. Takes a 13-footer. It's rebounded by Nader. The Suns have gone 4 of 6 from the floor in this third quarter. And the basket by Shaman.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
The Heat with the lead. Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Ooh, McGee with the block. And so the ball out of bounds. McGee touched it last. Here's Hero. Popping in on the layup. Hero's got his first 2 points of the night.
Boy, they don't waste any time on that inbound play. Very little the defense can do to react to that one.
Oladipo against Payne.
Markeith Morris. That's his first personal foul. Third team foul.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the third. McGee into the lane. And McGee with the stuff.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is. Hero, no good. For Phoenix, they've gotten 6 of 8 shots to go and looking good since the break. And the Suns get another 3.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Oladipo against Payne. Here's Hero, and denied. He sends it right off the glass.
Not a lot falling for him in this quarter. He's got to stay aggressive, try to break through, see if you can get an easy opportunity.
Hero against Payne. Rebound by the Heat.
Got to credit the defense. They found a way to stop him, and that's never an easy task.
Intercepted. And now the Suns fast break. Johnson against Morris. The shot by Johnson, no good.
Boy, that's the kind of look this offense is designed to create. That's just a tough miss.
And the call will be against Tyler Hero. That's his first foul of the game.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
A tremendous mobile 1 block that we had to see again. Great send back.
What a play. I mean, that'll have the offense thinking twice about taking shots in his presence.
And we've just finished the third quarter. What a tight game we've got going. Suns ahead Up.
All right, look who's coming out of the court.
And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver. And he did just that.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the 4th in what is still anybody's ball game. Abdul Nader is out there with Cameron Johnson. Then there's Campaign, and then it's Landry Shamet, and it's McGee in at the 5. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. And Adebayo slams it in.
And with a strong physical profile, Adebayo is willing to battle, always on the interior.
Payne on the bounce. Adebayo with the rejection. Out of bounds. Suns ball as Phoenix keeps possession. And the Suns going with a whole new group out there. And it's the Suns with the ball. Plenty of daylight on that shot. Ayton's got his first 2 points.
Well, true to form in today's NBA, as a big man, DeAndre Ayton has face-up ability, and that's critical.
For 3, Robinson. And that comes off the assist by Lowry. Lowry's got his 4th assist with that last one.
They have a never-give-up attitude.
No doubt keeping it very close. They're going to have to step up even more to get over the hump here. Listen, simply put, he's got to finish that. It's not like the defender was right on top of him.
The offensive rebound. Tucker, second chance shot, stolen by Ayton. And Crowder with the jam.
Court vision, intellect, basketball IQ, the masterful distributor that is Chris Paul.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in the 4th. Pass to Robinson. Out of bounds. It'll be Phoenix's ball.
Phoenix ball.
Phoenix has gone 3 of 6 from deep so far. Inside, here's Booker, and he floats it in for the easy 2. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
They are passing the ball around tremendously right now.
Lowry drives in. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. Butler against Bridges. Here's Adebayo. And Adebayo slams it in.
From role player to all-star, Adebayo has made the leap. Why? Effort plays like that.
Tries to break his ice. Got a hand on it. And they'll keep possession. Up top, Booker. Robinson defending. Ayton. And so the ball out of bounds. Ayton tucks it last.
Boy, that's the last thing they needed. This game too close to be making those kinds of errors.
Here's Lowry. Pass to Butler. Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. Just 5 to shoot. Robinson passes to Butler. A shot from the mid-range. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
Team foul.
The Suns leading. Right side, Paul. For 3, Bridges. Yes. And it's Paul with the assist that time. Paul's got 4 assists in the game.
You've got to be aware and stay attached to Mikal Bridges beyond that arc. This guy's dangerous as a shooter.
For 3, Robinson. Paul with a steal. And here they go. Robinson with the block. They recover it. Bridges outside. And Kyle Lowry is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
A minute 35 left to play in the 4th quarter.
Moving the ball is certainly important, but forcing passes like that is simply bad basketball.
Crowder with a steal. Ayton against Adebayo. Crowder with a screen. The 3 from Ayton. That shot is off, and it's Miami the other way. Pass to Butler. Tipped. Hayden with it. Picked up by Tucker. Here's Bridges. Miami grabs the miss. Butler on the wing. To the paint. Here's Tucker. Over Bridges. It's blocked.
Such a strong defensive player. Bridges understands I've got size and quickness. The rejection, yes, sir.
So it's Miami now, trailing by 4. Adebayo finds Robinson. Adebayo a screen on Booker for 3. Robinson. He can't get it to go. Well, if they score here, they could effectively end this one.
Yeah, and their main objectives right now, taking care of the rock and using some time.
Booker for 3, and the Suns miss again.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Here's Paul on the take. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. And the Suns lead by 6.
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
So the Suns win it. Boy, they didn't make it easy on their fans or themselves. But at the end of the day, everyone on their side is happy.
Yeah, happy indeed. The momentum shifted away from them a few times, especially early on. But give these...
This is Kevin Harlan, and beside me, Greg Anthony and Steve Smith. Hey, Dave.
Thank you very much.
He sure is, David. Great report. Thanks. And they've got a few injuries on their bench. Less options, but you'd think not too big of an impact for them.
2 injuries, one of their stars out, but it's all about how you respond to the adversity.
So the opening lineup for the Suns. Up at forward, they'll have Bridges and Crowder. The star backcourt of Paul and Booker are out there. And it's Ayton in at the center. And for the Jazz,
Here we go.
Conley is the point with Mitchell as the 2 guard. O'Neal is out there with Bogdanovich. And it's Gobert in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. A couple of great big men in the middle tonight, Greg. Center matchups are far from traditional these days, but this should be fun to watch.
Especially, Kevin, once you get into the small ball lineups. I mean, we've seen guys as short as P.J. Tucker play the 5.
And it's Conley with the ball for the Utah Jazz. Down low, and Bogdanovich throws it down.
Such a valuable playmaker for this team. Mitchell can get his own and get others involved as well.
Paul goes in. Gobert with the block. Conley surveying the D. To the paint. That ball. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich.
And his teammates appreciate the unselfishness. Bogdanovich willing to get it to his open guys.
Ball against Conley. And now just over a minute played here in the first.
Wow, that's one you just kind of assume is going in. Tough luck.
Mitchell outside. No good on the triple.
The defense got lucky there. That's one you expect him to drain.
Ayton is a player who, Greg, occasionally shoots a 3, but it's still a developing part of his game.
Yeah, you know, not the best numbers from outside. Does it to keep teams honest, but it's a far-fetched to say he can stretch a defense.
Conley finds Gobert for 3. Mitchell drills it from outside.
We've seen steady improvement in Mitchell's three-point shot. He's a legit threat from deep.
Paul with the ball. Now defended by Mitchell. Bridges for 3. That one no good. And it's Utah the other way. Mitchell outside to the right side. O'Neal, that's a 2-pointer. That's short off the rim. For Phoenix, they've gone 0 of 5 here to start the game. I'll start for them. Here's Crowder, and the shot goes in.
He's so strong. Jay Crowder overcoming physical defense with great power and body control.
Conley, the pass to Mitchell. Back to Conley. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Paul outside. Bridges outside. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
2 points. That one goes. Bogdanovich has got his second bucket of the night.
Well, you know Donovan Mitchell is a 2-guard, but he can play a little bit of one. He also can create shots for others.
And the dunk by Booker.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Proving once again that when you attack with confidence, good things tend to happen.
No one near Conley as he lets it go. And Utah, another 3.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Paul kicks to Crowder. Driving the lane, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Jay Crowder often stays out on the perimeter, but sees the opening and quickly takes advantage.
Pass to Mitchell. From past the arc. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Paul right side. And stolen by Bogdanovich. There's the 3. It's hauled in by the Suns. 55 seconds left in the first quarter. Inside, Crowder off target at the rim. And it's Utah's ball. They're on a 14-6 run. Out to the right wing. Now here's Gobert. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Conley for three. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got 4 rebounds in this game. Conley against Paul. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. He gets it in there.
He's one of the best in the business, Chris Paul. A phenomenal ball handler.
And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for Utah. 6-point game. Shoots the three. Bridges with the board. Booker outside. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Jazz leads by 6.
Fan, your Jazz Dancer. Fan, your Jazz Dancer.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Utah Jazz.
Their passing has been excellent here early. A lot of their baskets coming off an assist. That should set a great tone for the rest of the game.
And also, it's been a positive to watch that they've attacked the paint offensively as well. It's really been about the balance that they've shown.
And Phoenix looking who they've got on the floor. Ayton is the pivot, and Crowder slides in at the 4. The star backcourt of Paul and Booker are out there. And it's Bridges in at the 3, the small forward. Pass to Ingles. Here's Gobert. To the middle. Here's Gay. Phoenix grabs the miss.
Out of character for him to miss that shot. Maybe just a little too casual there.
Gone are the days of high usage, but Gay is still a valuable role player.
He's a natural athlete, GA, who still has some burst left. Rudy Gay picks his spots a little more now, but remains a tough cover when he's on the attack. This is where size matters. No one's stopping Gobert on that shot.
And it's Paul penetrating. The layup missed. Utah leading by 8. Pass to Conley. And Gobert kicks to Conley. Off pass to Gay. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
That's his first.
Love how Gobert stays active inside, picking up fouls in the process.
Utah shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe.
And they had a lot of success a season ago as a team, hitting about 80% of their free throws.
Paul against Mitchell. Shoots from the baseline. And again, it's the Suns missing. For Utah, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. To the inside. And stolen by Booker. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Crowder. Gay with the block.
A pretty good defender. Gay using that 7'3" wingspan well. Get that shot out of here.
On the wing, Ingles. Another miss by Utah. Suns trail by 10, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley.
That's his first.
That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Paul passes to Crowder. You know, Steve, this league is filled with potent offenses, but which team would you say is the most dangerous offensively?
Oh, Kevin, I have to go with the team that has Kyrie Irving, James Harden, and Kevin Durant. 3 all-time great scorers on the same team. Now that's dangerous.
Gay, that's good. Gay's got the lead up to 12 now for the Jazz.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Phoenix, no good that time either. For Utah, they've gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Not going to go that time.
Off the mark once again. Terrible quarter for him thus far.
Paul against Mitchell. They could use a bucket. Rebound, Utah. Gobert's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done.
They keep calling his number, which is partly how they've dug this hole.
Conley the pass to Gay. Crowder with the steal. Here's Paul. Gobert with the block.
What a block by Gobert. You expect that from a player who has led the league in blocks.
And Mitchell gets it to go.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
The reason why they've stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to. I can't believe he hasn't hit a shot all period. Someone else needs to step up and help close the gap. Flying high, Gay at one time had a 40-inch vertical.
Paul outside. Feeds to Ayton. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got 4 assists now tonight. And here is Conley. He has 7. Gay passes to Conley. Gobert down low. Ayton's there. Conley's shot is off. And so it's Crowder with it. They'll bring it up for the Suns. Down by 15. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Bridges kicks to Ayton. Stolen by Conley. Lets it fly. And there's Mitchell. That's good on the assist by Conley. Mitchell's got 8 points.
Few players in the league do a better job of finding the open man than Mike Conley.
And Rudy Gay picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Team foul.
6 seconds left to play here in the half.
Right side.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Mike Conley. That's his second.
And that one falls for Paul.
An experienced veteran in this league, Chris Paul offers valuable insight both on and off the floor.
From deep. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so we wrap up the first. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter bet. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. It's been one outstanding game from Donovan Mitchell.
Well, he left his mark on that first half with his quick hands. Great sense of timing to pile up the steals.
Well, if you want to get into your offense quickly before the defense can set up, creating turnovers is a great way to do it.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. So on the floor for Utah, Conley is the point with Mitchell as the 2 guard. Rudy Gay is out there with Joe Ingles. And it's Whiteside in at the 5, roaming the paint. 5 on the clock. McGee dishes to Payne. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. An outstanding defensive play to earn the Mobile One block.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
Mitchell is double. Conley left side. Fires the 3. Rebound by Johnson. Suns trail by 15. The Jazz working the ball around now. Out to Conley. Now the dish to Gay. Back to Conley. 3-pointer. Phoenix grabs the miss.
It's amazing. All night he's been out of sync on the offensive end, yet they continue to lead.
Here's Payne. Plays it up off the glass. Payne's got the first bucket of the third here for Phoenix.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Listen, put the ball in the hands of your best scorers and let them go to work. Keep it simple.
Oh, Whiteside in position. Up high to stop the alley-oop.
Wow, able to adjust in the air, contort his body if need be. Whiteside brutal on the catch and flush.
Payne looking around. On the wing, Johnson. And Rudy Gay picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
First team foul.
Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. 18 feet out. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Mitchell outside. From deep Ingles. Rebounded by McGee. Suns trail by 15.
And Kevin, how about his basketball journey? Taking him from Australia to Spain, then Israel, before finally landing in the NBA at age 27. But Joe Ingles, boy, was well worth the wait.
And he grew up playing Australian rules football, and Ingles not afraid to mix it up.
And early in his career, guys would look to attack him one-on-one, but they learned the hard way. He's long, active, and uses anticipation about as well as anybody.
Conley finds Ingles. Mitchell with it. Down low and stolen by Payne. Drives to the hoop from 11 feet away. There's the pass to Nader. Oh, and that one, no questions, lowered it down.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there.
Here is Conley. 7 points in the game. And he drives in, and good that time. Conley's got 9.
And that's where Conley is most dangerous. Just amazing quickness on his way to the rack.
To the middle, and stolen by Whiteside. And now here comes Conley leading the break. And then Mitchell with the dunk.
You've got to trust your receiver to go get that pass. Did you see Donovan Mitchell catch and finish in the same motion?
Stolen by Conley. A pass to Gay, and the jam by Rudy Gay.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off. Now here's Payne. Tight defense on him. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Doing great things at the offensive end. 3 for 4 to start this half.
Conley with it. 9 points in the game so far. Into the lane. 6 on the shot clock. On deep. Gay. Rebound by JaVale McGee.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
He lobs it up, and it's blocked. And it's out of bounds. Utah able to retain possession here for the Jazz. Rudy Gobert is checked in for Whiteside. Eric Pascal comes in for Rudy Gay. And it's Bogdanovich in for Joe Ingles. Conley with the 3. Nader grabs the board.
One made 3 formed for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
Payne. It's good with the assist that time from Johnson. Payne's got 6 in the quarter.
Everything going to plan here to start the third. 80% shooting thus far.
On the wing, Mitchell. The Jazz again can't hit it. And so it's the Utah Jazz. 13 points up at the end of the period. And
all right, Lucas coming onto the court. Come on, get back.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive.
Get up and make some noise.
On Phoenix, looking who they've got on the floor. The star backcourt of Paul and Booker are out there. Up it forward, they'll have Bridges and Crowder. And it's Ayton in at center. The drive by Paul. Can't connect from short range.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
Conley finds Mitchell with the drive, and it's Mitchell with the jam.
If you're the defense, not much you can do. Donovan Mitchell had his mind made up. Bad intentions.
Paul against Conley. And it's Paul penetrating. Gobert with the block. Mitchell passes to Bogdanovich. Mitchell kicks to Pascal. Conley play against Paul. Oh, the lob to Gobert, and stolen by Ayton. Here's Crowder.
Jay Crowder, blue-collar combo forward, finds ways to outwork you.
And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Jazz.
They've been playing such pesky defense. It's been very impressive, especially all the turnovers they've caused.
They have, but you also can't overlook how well they've defended the rim, as they've challenged every shot, also gotten quite a few blocks as well.
Rudy Gay's checked in for Eric Paschall. Mitchell wide open. It's rebounded by Paul.
He started off solid, had 2 threes at halftime, but blank from deep since.
Phoenix no good that time either.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. He's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy.
I like Rudy Gay on that play, being very aggressive and showing people how to get it done.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
And that 4th foul, guys, might force him to scale back the aggression from a defensive standpoint. He does not need, nor does the team need, number 5.
Ayton kicks to Crowder. Back to Ayton. Gobert with the block. Mitchell outside. Jazz passing it around. It's tipped, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Bridges.
Great energy on the deflection, and a good job disrupting their offense.
This is called an effort play. Terrific hustle at the defensive end.
Mitchell finds Gay. 4 on the clock. Out to Conley. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. Takes the turnaround Jay. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Suns trail by 15. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Paul goes in. Gobert with the block. Bogdanovich passes to Mitchell. Over Paul. And there's a whistle. That goes on Mikal Bridges. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
First team foul.
Mitchell looking it over. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Conley's got his 9th assist in the game now.
He's cold-blooded. Drops the dagger. Piles on to what was already a big lead.
I mean, defensively, if you have any hope of coming back in this game, you can't afford to give him those looks.
And, guys, he saw his chance to earn a little camera time there and took it.
Rocking the rim with some major force.
Anytime you get an opportunity to show off a little bit, you have to take it.
Shot clock at 6. Mitchell right side. Over Booker. Again, the Jazz score.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for Utah.
The differential in assists led to a lot of open looks and also helped to get more guys involved in the offense easy.
And they made the defense adjust, but they just couldn't come up with an answer.
And when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Donovan Mitchell.
You have to focus on the steals he came up with. They were huge factors in the end result.
Gobert against Ayton. Yep, that one goes.
Just terrific at executing in the paint. Ayton has a nice array of shots to choose from.
Mitchell outside. He dishes it to Conley. Here's Gobert. Off target with his 3. Here's Bridges, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
And you gotta like that they found something positive here, something that maybe carry overs into the next game.
They put together some great possessions here at the end. It's a shame they could have used this run much earlier.
Mitchell passes to Gobert and slammed up by Gobert.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
They gave the team tremendous energy tonight. The fans were fantastic. It was a true home court advantage.
And have to be careful guarding Paul. He's superb at finding ways to get defenders to initiate the contact.
And so Paul nails both of them. Conley dishes to Gay. Pass to Mitchell. Fires for three. It's hauled in by the Suns. And stolen by Bogdanovich. Misses the shot.
I'll tell you what, Aiden is a very good defender. Moves his feet well and has the length.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up, folks. And Crowder slides in at the 4. And it's Bridges in at the 3. And for Atlanta, Young and Bogdanovich, they have the guard duty. Collins and Capella make up the inside pair. And it's Reddish in at the 3, the small forward. And Doris, it should be an interesting matchup in the low post. How do you see the battle of the bigs playing out here tonight?
Well, boy, Kevin, this is a classic low post strength-on-strength contest. And more in the modern NBA, that's the exception, not the rule.
Ayton a screen on Young. Paul passes to Ayton. It's not going to go for him. So the Hawks will take it the other way. Reddish kicks to Capella. Young outside. Good on the triple.
What quickness from Young on that play. He gets the ball and gets to his release with great quickness.
And it's Paul penetrating. Count the basket.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Young pass to Reddish. Outside Collins. 5 to shoot. They get a hand on it, and the foul on Cam Reddish. That's his first foul.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
For Phoenix, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Paul looking around. Bridges outside. Ayton trying to break free. No good on the 3. And so Young will bring it up for the Hawks. And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
On defense, Atlanta. It's a 3-point game. Kicks it out to Booker. Paul right side. Booker against Bogdanovich. It's stolen by Capella.
What outstanding defensive anticipation and a poor decision passing.
A shot by Reddish, no good.
Boy, that's too easy to miss, but somehow he finds a way to do it.
Stolen by Collins. And here's the break. And the dunk by Capella.
And the long arms of Capella, using them to perfection as a target for his teammates on that alley-oop.
Young against Paul. Bridges outside. Back to Paul. Shot clock at 5. Offline with his 3.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively. Great ball movement there.
And it's Paul with the ball for Phoenix. Trailing here by 8.
2 minutes remaining.
Booker outside.
2 minutes.
Lays it up and banks it in.
Well, you take control of what you can take advantage of, and that means playing through contact.
Young outside. Pass to Capella. Outside Bogdanovich. Driving in. And the wide open shot from Reddish. That ball. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. Reddish has got 5 now. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And they pick up 2.
How about the ability to knife inside the defense? Chris Paul has been outstanding as a dribble driver his entire career.
Outside Collins. 1:03 left in the first quarter. Banked in off the glass.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Paul against Young. The kick out to Crowder. Back to Paul. Bridges left side. Paul outside. Over Young. A shot by Paul. No good. Atlanta leading by 9. Reddish with the ball. Chris Paul covering. Reddish dishes to Capella. Lets the three fly. The shot comes out. Phoenix has gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Inside, here's Paul. Score the basket, his third after 5 shots.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Bogdanovich finds Capella. Young with no one. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Big-time shot.
And so it's Atlanta going into the break with a 10-point lead. And the three-point shot has been big for them. We've got more in store for you right after this. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Hawks.
They've definitely had a hot hand from three-point range. Always nice to get off to a good start.
I think the other thing they've had going for them is their passing. Plenty of their baskets have come off assists.
Collins and Capella make up the inside pair. Young and Bogdanovich, they have the guard duty. And it's Reddish in at the small forward. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Collins wide open, he fires. That ball, nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. Bogdanovich has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Al Paul, he has 6. He kicks it to Booker. Bridges outside. Phoenix needs to get off a shot. Lets it go from 11. No good from Booker. The Hawks leading by 12. Over in the corner, Reddish. Bogdanovich passes to Young. Lob pass to Capella. Very pretty alley-oop layup.
And you expect this from Young. He scans the floor and finds an open man for the shot.
Paul against Young. Paul left side. Over Young. Here's Ayton. And the bank shot is good.
What a fantastic offensive rebounder. Ayton's so good at using his physical advantages.
Young looking around. Booker against Bogdanovich. And Bogdanovich throws it down.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, top man is going for the jugular.
Paul outside. Down it goes. That's 4 made from the field. He's 4 of 8.
Well, there's been a consistency to the perimeter game of Chris Paul. That jump shot as reliable as it gets.
And you think about the legacy of Chris Paul. You can argue he's one of the best to ever play that position.
To be honest, I don't think it's an argument. I mean, this guy top 5 in both assists and steals in the regular season. And the numbers back up the argument, guys, because wherever he has gone, the winning percentage has improved at every stop. Chris Paul is elite. Fact of the matter.
Atlanta shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
And a season ago at the charity stripe, this is a group that shot an impressive 81%.
Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
Pass to Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
There's a level of floor awareness that has always been innate to Chris Paul. What a pretty find.
And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Now the pass to Capella. Over in the corner, Reddish. Passes it to Young. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off the shot. 24-second violation. Suns trail by 12. Paul outside. Closing in on 4 minutes play here in the second quarter.
Quick off the floor, has that long reach. Capella there with the intimidation.
Well, just it's easy to say this guy wanted it more, creating the second chance opportunity and cashing in.
Outside Bogdanovich. Over Ayton. Bogdanovich, no luck. For Phoenix, they've gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. Paul with the ball. He's picked up by Collins. Crowder from outside. Rebounded by the Hawks. There's 42 seconds left to play in the first half. Capella sends a screen for Young. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Young's got 14 points for the game.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor space.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team. Productive and efficient.
Paul kicks to Booker. Ayton in the corner. It's stolen by Capella. Reddish dishes to Bogdanovich. Over in the corner, Reddish. From outside, off the mark. Paul outside. Stolen by Collins. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks. 13 points up at the end of the period. And we'll see if they can...
60.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly. Wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. It's been one outstanding game from Trae Young.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
What I love is they've continued to feed this guy, ride the hot hand until the defense does something about it.
And Phoenix looking who they've got on the floor. Ayton is the pivot, and Crowder slides in at the 4. The star backcourt of Paul and Booker are out there. And it's Bridges in at the small forward spot. And Doris is a point guard running the show. When you look at options on the floor around your teammates, at what other position would you most like another big-time player?
You know, Kevin, I'm not sure I'm going to define it necessarily by shooting guard, small forward, power forward, or center. I think what I would say is it's always great to play with guys who have the ability to think the game quickly and at a high level, because those who can think it and combine that with skill are the most dangerous guys on the floor.
Young pass to Collins. Back to Young. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
A sneaky scorer in the lane. Young will give you a steady diet of floaters and off-balance shots that defenders just miss getting a piece of.
Bogdanovich wide open. Cans it from downtown. Bogdanovich has got 7.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
And that one's good, Ayton.
Well, the form and the touch and the mid-range from DeAndre Ayton. This guy is special.
Atlanta leading by 16. And with Ayton, one area of his game that's always been elite, Doris, his work and rebound.
Yeah, there's no question. As good as advertised, he is a double-double machine. And think about it, he is not even at his prime yet.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Here's Paul, and Capella sends it back.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Back to Collins. Kicks to Capella. Here's Collins. And it's Bogdanovich in the corner. Another shot, and it's good on the way in. Bogdanovich has got 5 points now this quarter.
Always helps to get these kinds of looks, right? Super easy to convert from that distance.
Here's Paul driving inside. Tries again, and the shot goes down. 10 points for him.
Well, offensively, this guy has been cooking. They're definitely not losing because of him.
And here's Young. 19 points in the game. Pass to Capella. Now, here's Reddish. Defended by Bridges. A shot by Reddish, no good.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Booker in the post. He's covered by Bogdanovich. Back to Ayton. On the wing, Bridges. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Well, we all know the showman came out of college highly decorated, having won 2 national championships. And in the NBA, Mikal Bridges has shown those were not flukes. This guy's got big-time talent.
And it's a completely new group for Atlanta. Jang with a screen on Booker. Williams outside. Jang finds Williams. Takes it inside. Misses the baby hook. Suns trail by 17. Paul, no one around him. And they'll get another chance. And the Suns miss again. In the corner, it's Hunter. And here's Gallinari outside. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for Phoenix. Booker. And the dunk by Booker.
How great is it that the body control by Booker is there when he's driving and finishing at the rim?
44 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Williams for 3. Jay Crowder pulls it in. The Suns have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Bridges attacking. Hangs. And Ayton with the layup. Ayton's got 6 points in the quarter.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
It's right on the wing. He's covered by Ayton. Here we go, one-on-one. Rebound by Jang.
No, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
Atlanta again missing.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Hawks lead by 13. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
It's just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. On the court for Atlanta, Lou Williams out there with Wright. Then it's Gorgie Day. Then there's Gallinari. And it's Hunter in at the 3 spot. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Drives to the hoop. And it's Hunter with the jam.
Well, Gorgie Zhang is a big man, is an excellent passer. That's a pretty look.
Paul against Wright. And he banks in the layup.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
The Hawks leading by 13. 1 minute now into this fourth quarter. Pass to Hunter. Back to Williams. The kick out to Wright. The pass to Hunter. Just 5 on the clock. Williams with the ball. Out guarded by Crowder. Gallinari wide open. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
The Hawks shooting fantastically in this game. 62% from the floor. Booker against Hunter. Gallinari kicks to Hunter. Gallinari got the loose ball, but that will be a backcourt violation.
You know, looking at the turnover story, they've had a few miscues along the way, but as we see on the scoreboard, it hasn't hurt them.
And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. Paul with the ball. Over Young. And again, it's the Suns missing. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Bogdanovich passes to Collins. And it's Bogdanovich in the corner. Just 5 to shoot. Lets it go with a 3. A shot by Reddish, no good. Suns trail by 16. Bridges inside. And there's a whistle. It goes on Mikal Bridges. That is his first foul of the game.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
And here's Young from the arc. Jay Crowder with the rebound. Crowder's got his 4th rebound in this one. Looking to end his cold spell, and it's Paul getting it to go. Paul's got 4 points in the quarter.
Chris Paul not only has a great handle, but man, his footwork is so good.
Young against Paul. Puts up a 3. Rebound by the Suns. Ayton's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. And it's Paul penetrating. And Capella sends it back. And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession. Atlanta on D. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. Ayton trying to break free. No good from Booker. Atlanta leading by 14. He takes it in. A nice shot by Bogdanovich.
Well, deliver the pass where your teammate can do something with it. Nice.
Look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Now here's Paul. And he makes good on the layup.
Well, to a good point guard, running the pick and roll in the NBA is second nature. Chris Paul's been doing this a long, long time.
Reddish kicks to Young. Takes a 3. Kept alive. Passes to Reddish. To the left wing. And here's Collins from outside. Here's Capella. A 3 from Bogdanovich. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Hawks.
Tonight, they did a great job of getting everyone involved. They had the good passing, and that led to some open shots.
Solid play, definitely, Kevin.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Clint Capella.
And with the way he came out energized on the defensive end in particular, getting a hand on a lot of shots, that really got them rolling.
Young's shot is off. And so Ayton will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. 15-point game. Paul finds Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
Well, this is what they needed earlier on. At some point, it's too little, too late.
Yeah, but then again, this run came against a team that may have felt it had already won, and you get the sense it let its guard down.
From downtown, and Trae Young hits from deep.
Convincing lead with very little time remaining, and the fans are pumped.
Well, they're getting ready to celebrate, no doubt. They know it's theirs to lose at this point.
Crowder goes in, and Crowder slams it in.
Don't you love the way Jay Crowder slashes into the teeth of the defense? Superb, penetrating towards the cup.
And so it's the Hawks taking care of business in this one. A confident win, and one where they clearly...
Tonight, the best night of the week for NBA basketball. Hi there, everybody, and thanks. Here are the 5 for the Suns. Crowder and Ayton, the bigs. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt. And it's Bridges in at the 3 slot. And for the Heat, manning the backcourt, it's Lowry and Robinson. Inside, it's Adebayo with Tucker playing the 4. And it's Butler in at the 3, the small forward. And tonight, the rare marquee matchup at center, Grant. This ought to be a treat.
Oh, yes. 2 heavyweights slugging it out. The different styles, but the same goal, to dominate at the painted area.
Clock at 4. Adebayo with the rejection.
The reach of Bam Adebayo is off the charts, using it well with that block.
Robinson can't hit. Here's Bridges, and it's Bridges with the jam.
Great timing. That can be the difference between an assist and a turnover.
Paul against Lowry. Pass to Butler. And it's Butler with the jam.
You've got to love a veteran point guard. Lowry keeping his eyes up and his options open.
Paul against Lowry. Ayton with it. Good D by Adebayo.
I'm not sure what happened on that play. May have relaxed a little bit once he got to the rim. A capable scorer from all 3 levels. But what's really unique about Kyle Lowry is his physicality near the rim. He bullies defenders.
Ooh, how sick was that, guys? I mean, he makes defenders look silly with moves like that.
Out of bounds. It'll be Miami's ball. First quarter, just over a minute and a half in. Here's Lowry. Outside Robinson. Adebayo, a screen on Booker. For 3, Robinson. And Booker pulls it down. And something Lowry's always had, great strength.
You know what? He helps set a physical tone for the team. That's what you expect from your 7-footer, not your 6-footer.
Paul against Lowry. Adebayo, a screen on Paul. It's Adebayo, high post. Pass to Butler. Clock is at 3. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Paul against Lowry. Now here's Paul. Defense is right there. Here's Ayton. Adebayo with the rejection. And it goes out of bounds. That went off Lowry. Ayton against Adebayo. Clock at 6. Here's Bridges. Blocked again! Pass to Robinson. Over Booker. And that one's long.
You know what, though? They keep calling his number despite the difficult quarter he's had.
And here's Crowder from the arc. Adebayo grabs the board. Adebayo's got his 4th rebound in this one. For 3, Robinson. The Suns clear it.
And for his offense, this has just been a brutal period.
And Crowder the bucket on the assist by Booker. It's all knotted up.
Good court vision from Booker. He sees a wide open man and gets him the ball for an assist.
Pass to Butler. We've got 1:23 left to play in the first quarter. Buries it down low. Butler's got his 2nd basket of the game.
Can't allow Jimmy to get his way, especially when he's got this type of positioning.
Paul can't get it to go. Miami has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Adebayo finds Butler. Back to Adebayo. Left side Butler. Outside Robinson. Back to Adebayo. And Adebayo slams it in.
A tireless worker. You don't have to call plays for Adebayo for him to score.
Booker against Robinson. Booker, good.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
Lowry against Paul. Lowry outside. Pass to Robinson. Fires for three. Gets the three to fall. Robinson's got 5.
Lowry doing a good job of looking to include his teammates.
Paul against Lowry. Now here's Bridges. Oh, sweet move. It's not going to go for him. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. Heat out in front, up 5. Let's take a quick break.
All right, look who's coming onto the court. Come on and get loud for the Miami Heat.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. Let's quickly break down what we've seen from the Heat.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious they were well prepared defensively coming in.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively, also keeping them out of sync.
On the wing, Robinson and Butler. Inside, it's Adebayo with Tucker playing the 4. And it's Lowry in at the point guard position. That's the group on the floor for Miami.
You just love how reliable he is night in and night out. His offense is there.
Tries the spin move. Ball against Lowry. Pass to Tucker from the arc. And that comes off the assist by Lowry. Tucker's got himself on the board with a 3 there.
Backing up that last 3 with another 3. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
Outside Booker. Back to Paul. Outside Booker. The kick out to Paul. Poke loose. Robinson with a steal. Lowry with it. Now guarded by Booker. And it's Butler with the jam.
Just a fantastic job running the floor by Jimmy Buckets.
I mean, it is crazy to think how far Jimmy Butler has come. I mean, didn't see a lot of the floor in his first 2 seasons. Then soon after, he made 4 straight All-Star games.
And Butler in his career, Grant, he won Most Improved Player in 2015.
I mean, it's like he became a 20 points per game player overnight. We feel like Butler just needed a chance in the NBA. And I'll tell you what, he's made the most of everything he's had.
Ball against Lowry. Pass to Butler. Crowder with a steal. Left side Paul. Now Crowder. Checked by Tucker. Now here's Crowder. He's closely guarded. Paul can't get it to go.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Robinson can't hit.
It's impressive how they've overcome his cold streak tonight. Everyone stepping in to fill the gap.
Outside Paul. Here he goes for 3. Booker. Adebayo grabs the board. Adebayo's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Robinson against Bridges. Pass to Tucker from deep. And again, the Heat missing. The Suns have gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. Booker finds Paul. And again, it's the Suns missing. Miami has gone 1 of 3 from three-point land here in the second quarter. Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one. Adebayo's got the second bucket.
More and more comfortable facing up and knocking down jumpers. Bam Adebayo's game continues to grow.
Lowry against Paul. Outside for Booker. Pass to Aiden. Outside Paul. Just 5 on the clock. And he drives in. He can't get that one to fall. Now the Heat take it the other way. Butler with the ball. Now guarded by Crowder. Crowder against Butler. Man, a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
That's his first personal
Jimmy
foul.
Butler, one of the great
First
two-way
team
wings
foul.
we have. Some call him the most complete wing. Hard to argue with the defense he plays.
And with Butler in his defense, he is a menace. Brings intensity and energy every game.
Also add the versatility with who he can guard. Always a threat to come up with a steal. He's an elite defender.
Paul against Lowry. Out to Bridges. Over Butler. And again, it's the Suns missing.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
Crowder against Robinson. Puts the move on. Can't hit it. His 7th miss in 9 attempts. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Here's Ayton. And it's Miami with a rebound. Butler's got 5 rebounds in the game. To the right side. Here's Lowry. Tucker with the ball. Now guarded by Booker. Oh, got a piece of it. For 3, Robinson. A rebound by Bridges. Phoenix has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Outside Paul. 29 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Here's Ayton. That has to be encouraging. Sinking one after missing his first 5.
The defense getting out-hustled on the putback. Can't let that happen.
For some reason, blocking out has become a lost art, and that's the result you'll get.
And Phoenix shooting just 24% in this one. Not great. Booker with it. 3-pointer. Fires in the triple. Booker's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, Booker can just bury you from the arc if you let him. He's a pretty efficient range shooter.
Butler, he knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials getting together here. They may want to review this one. Well,
the previous play
heading to the locker room. They're going to bring out the monitor and see if he got it off in time.
While this call may not decide the game, you always prefer to get it right.
After review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
So the replay was conclusive. Call overturned. Grant, that one's going to count.
And BA, you can...
And so it's the Miami. We hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. It has been one outstanding game from Jimmy Butler.
The numbers say it all. He spent the first half playing efficient ball.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
On the court right now for the Suns, we've got JaVale McGee. Abdul Nader is out there with Cameron Johnson. Then there's Cam Payne. And it's Shaman in at the 2. And it's Oladipo off the drive. Hauled in by McGee. The Suns trailing. Pass to Payne. Well, you were Rookie of the Year back in 1995, Grant. For young guys coming into the league, how difficult are expectations right out of the gate?
Well, rookies these days are way younger than when I played. I mean, I was 22 my first year in the league after 4 years in college. So, you know, I think we have to give these young players time to develop and learn how to become great in the NBA.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
On defense, the Heat. Here's McGee. Count the basket.
I love it. Beautiful job getting to the rim, making a play.
Now here's Oladipo. And for those tuning in, we're about a minute into this second half. Driving inside, and he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Heat lead by 9.
So resourceful. When Oladipo's looking for any opening, he puts in a lot of effort on offense.
And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Heat shooting around 50% in the game so far. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the third quarter. Oladipo into the lane.
The former #2 overall pick in 2013. Oladipo gives you production, but he also plays with a bit of an edge.
And he drops it first.
Now at the line, Victor Oladipo.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. For Phoenix, they've got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Payne against Oladipo. Pass to Shamet. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. And no doubt, when he's rolling, Oladipo strikes fear in the hearts of the opponents.
Yeah, B.A., I mean, he's merciless on the attack. He plays with so much heart and passion. Not much fun to play against, but he's exciting to watch.
And just as he showed in college, Landry Shamet has a very high basketball IQ.
He does, and he makes great decisions with the ball. I mean, he takes care of the ball so well. He always plays under control and commands the offense exceptionally well. The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Here's Shamet. Pass to Payne. And he banks in the layup. Payne's got his first points of the game.
You need guys who are willing to make the next pass. Shamet doesn't rack up a lot of assists, but he's unselfish.
Here's Dedmon. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. The Suns clear it. To the middle. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, defensively, your mantra at this point has to be no easy buckets.
And here's Hero. Oh, McGee with the block. They retain possession. The Suns have gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to go since the break. McGee, a screen on Oladipo. Payne, pass to McGee. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed pass. McGee's got 6 here in the quarter.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
Payne against Oladipo. Hero outside. Morris sets a screen. Shot clock at 5. Off the mark there with a 3. For Phoenix, they've got 5 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. Here's Nader. He's guarded by Hero. Now Payne lets it go from 11. Again, the Suns good for 2.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Oladipo with the ball. Hero outside. Back to Oladipo. Pass to Dedmon. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
Well, at least the D was going for it, but he got to the ball just a moment late.
We've got 33 seconds left in the third quarter. Payne against Oladipo. Payne drives. It's rebounded by Dedmon. The Heat with the lead.
That was a good call. The defense wasn't established.
And we've got to see that sensational mobile 1 block again.
Oh, now that was a block. Some much needed energy there to jumpstart them back into this game.
Oladipo finds Morris.
Cameron Johnson. That's his first personal foul. 3rd team foul.
And he makes the first. Both free throws good from Morris. 16 seconds left in the third quarter. Payne drives. Off target at the rim. To the inside. The shot off that time. And so it's Miami up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. Their play has earned them a nice lead, one they'll look to build on as the game continues. All right,
Fans, welcome your Miami
and a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And from the two-guard spot, an unselfish play like this sets a fantastic tone.
Whatever the offense requires, that has to be your mindset. Always thinking team first.
It's the fourth quarter, crowd.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. At the forward slots, Butler and Tucker. Manning the backcourt, it's Lowry and Robinson. And it's Adebayo in at the center position. That's the group in the game for the Heat. To the paint. And stolen by Adebayo. And they're on the run. And here's Lowry from the arc. That shot off the mark. So Phoenix will take it the other way. Adebayo, that's good. And the Heat lead by 10. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Heat.
They've been playing such pesky defense. It's been very impressive, especially all the turnovers they've caused.
Something else they've excelled at is their interior D. Their rim protection has been outstanding.
Here's Robinson. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. McGee's got his 6th rebound on the night. And so they foul intentionally.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
And the Suns going with a whole new group out there. Ball passes to Crowder. And there's the whistle. That goes on Jay Crowder. That'll be a second foul of the game.
And great job to establish position and square up.
That's his second personal foul.
For Miami, they've gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. For 3, Lowry. And Ayton pulls it down. Trying to claw their way back into this.
And the best way to do that, minimize your mistakes and take good shots.
And it's Crowder missing. Miami has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Down low. Here's Tucker. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got 6 rebounds now in the game. For 3. And again, it's the Suns missing.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. And known for his fashion sense as well. Tucker especially proud of his shoe collection.
I mean, Tucker brought 100 pair of sneakers to the bubble in Orlando. He has around 5,000 pairs overall. He even unveiled a sneaker loft because he had shoes all over his house. And they've been so much more aggressive drawing the whistle here in the second half.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Booker can't get it to go. Butler on the wing. He's guarded by Bridges. Pass to Tucker. Fires from deep. The Suns clear it. Ayton's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
Trying to finish out the game strong, you have to recognize who has the hot hand and get him the ball.
Second team foul.
Ball against Lowry. Outside Paul. Crowder outside. Off target from 3-point range. And it's the Heat with the ball. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong. No baskets allowed.
The defense was just nowhere to be found. And because of that, he adds to their lead.
You can't afford to give him space. Those kinds of mistakes have been the story of this game.
Bridges passes to Booker. Trying to get back on track. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. That'll belong to Kyle Lowry.
An active shooter. Booker is clever at finding ways to attract fouls on the way up.
Both free throws good from Booker.
Productive trip to the line. He doesn't like to leave points on the table.
Outside Robinson. Fourth quarter keeps moving along. 3 minutes gone by now. Here's Butler. Stolen by Bridges. Stolen by Lowry. And they're pushing it up. Phoenix grabs the miss.
great opportunity. Just couldn't complete the play.
Yes, getting a little ahead of himself on that play.
Paul, shot is off. Miami has gotten just one of their 4 threes to go here in the fourth quarter. For three, Robinson. Pure from three-point range.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
This was obviously a focal point coming out of the break. Look smart when the shots are going down.
He's got the killer instinct. He just wants to attack the rim every single possession.
There's a minute 26 left in the fourth. Paul against Lowry. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Robinson. Again, the Heat score.
And the distance between the point totals for these teams tells the whole story. Just a fantastic effort, and you have to give it up for the Heat.
Tonight, they got everybody in on the scoring. Had nice passing, which led to good looks.
Just solid play by these guys.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Bam Adebayo.
Active hands tonight. He may have gambled a bit, but sometimes you have to take chances to make plays. And he did that tonight.
Releases. Off the left rim and out. And here are the Suns now. Down by 15. Here's Paul. That won't go either for Paul.
Everything worked except for the outcome. You want him to shoot that every time.
Robinson on the wing. Booker defending. Fires from the line. The Suns clear it. Bridges outside with the crossover. And it's Bridges with the jam.
For his position, Booker does a solid job moving the ball. He's got great passing instincts.
So no problem for Miami as they get the win. A competitive game. You have to feel like this crowd gave him a little extra. Allie, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Grant Hill.